glass down. I Know Karate. I'm reviewing I Know Karate Voodoo 2 from Black Lodge Brewery, based out of Liverpool, Mersey-based territory. It does say something on the back. This is part of the Sainsburys new range at Sainsburys. 6 new beers. Yeah, because I got all 6. 6 new beers at Sainsburys. Good to see Sainsburys actually catching up a little bit with Morrison's on the old craft front. Good evening. So, has anybody actually tried this one? It's a Berliner Weisse, so this will be interesting because obviously a bit on the sour side. Back in the room. Raspberry Berliner Weisse. And if that says 3.8% or 5.8%. Just get my trusty light on the case. Oh, it's a 3.8%. God, I'm not going to get drunk on this. So, yeah, I Know Karate, Voodoo 2. Job's a good one. So, good thing I'm doing 3 reviews. I'll have to pick a strong one after, just to get the alcohol content going. Whew, massive raspberry on the nose there. I do find sometimes that when you crack open the can, the bottle, 3.8%. I had a tart once. Yeah, bless you. Good evening. How are we? I thought this would be down your neck of the woods, as it were, in Liverpool. Not long now to your big charity event. And for those who don't know, Scott and Wanderer are doing a big charity event on the 27th, which is this Saturday, if memory serves me correctly. All these days roll into one. So it's very hard to remember sometimes. Liverpool, yeah. So lovely. What colour? Trying to look at the bloody colour. It's got an orangey colour from this angle. It just shows you how lights are rubbish. And yet from the other angle, it's reddish. Cheers. I'll keep an eye out. So yeah. Nice centimetre of head. Now I must admit, the first time I had the Berliner Weisse, I think it was London Beer Factory. Jesus Christ, it wiped me out. The first sour beer I ever tasted. Contract brewed for Sainsburys. Yeah, you find that, don't you? Castle Rock, their Harvest Pale. Brilliant on draft. Contract brewed by Marston's. Marston's don't do a good a job as what Castle Rock do at brewing their beers. Good evening. Ooh. So, yeah, you definitely get the raspberry on the nose. There's a nice tartiness to it. Obviously at 3.8%, it's not too heavy on the ABV, which means another quick review. Glen Affric. That name rings a bell. You see, some of these tarty beers, some of these tarty beers, it depends what your taste buds are like. Some, I love rhubarb. So anything with rhubarb in hits the spot. Doesn't matter if it's a sour, a ghost, type beer. I just love rhubarb. And to be fair, I do like raspberry as well. Oh. Some twang to it. Bloody hell. Oh, it's one of them that brings your cheeks and sucks your cheeks in like that. Oh. Oh. So for this, for the strength of the beer, it's definitely on the taste side of things. It's definitely got that taste, and a good taste as well. I mean, it's 5 years since 6 years now since I left Sainsburys. I might review a Polish one, just to get some bloody ABV down me. I'm trying to keep off the old, what's the name? I'll get out there in a minute. Good evening. Trying to keep off the spirits, because I've been necking spirits at night late on, and I've woke up absolutely shit in the mornings. Oh dear. I worked for Sainsburys for 5 years. I left gardening, went into Sainsburys, worked on the beers, wines and spirits department. Is there any other department? Worked there for 5 years, had a great time, got some great friends on there. Oh, so this is really good tarty beer. Oh, hey up. Live chat. Why it keeps flipping from one to another? Oh God, I've had some rough. I need to come off it. I need to stop drinking bloody spirits. You know, you can. I usually have a bit of spirit just out before sleep, but it's deadly, especially if you start drinking too much. I know all about phones playing up. I tried to do reviews with an S10, brand new Samsung S10, and it kept zooming in and out on me reviews. Oh shit! They dropped the drink, and it kept zooming in and out, and then also the microphone was shit, crap rather. The microphone was rubbish, and that also played up. And in the end, I had to get rid of that phone and get another new phone. Luckily, the S10 was off my wife's contract. This is off my contract. But definitely a Chromebook is on the agenda, I think, just to get try and get the best quality. And what I'll do, I'll run a cable round the shed and with an external Wi-Fi adapter that gets the signal from the house at the fastest speed I can. And hopefully no lag. Because I don't want to do reviews anywhere else but the beer room. It's this is, you've got to love the backdrop, haven't you? I don't want to be up the house doing beer reviews. My kitchen's awful. Plus you see eggs in the background, and everybody thinks I've got a fetish with eggs, but they're the wife's. So, what a twangy little fella this is. Bloody hell. London Beer Factories, Berliner Weisse. Now that was on another level. That was twangy in the extreme. And this fella, yeah, it is twangy, but it's not as twangy. So, for those who don't like sour beers, it's probably not the best one to go to. The 3.8% volume makes it an interesting ABV. It's not something that's going to wallop you on the drunken side of things. But yeah, it's a nice looking beer. Definitely see the carbonation on the inside. Little white head. The colour's a funny colour. It's in between like an orange and a bloody red. Pink, that's not pinky, I don't know. Can't win them all. You can't, always get right with colours and that. I've either killed the comments off or no one's talking. Let me try again. No. No way up. The funny videos, yeah, there's... I don't know what's up with this YouTube. It keeps doing that. It is a twangy beer. Yeah, the S10. Bloody hell, it peed me off. Outside from the 12th. Oh, can't wait. UK pub openings are going to be later. You can drink outside from the 12th, but indoors, it's going to be June, which is a long time away. There we go. Right, it had played up. Sainsburys, not the best people for their yeah, if anybody sees or can remember, because my memory's crap, if anybody sees any funnies, and if you comment, then I'll add it to the funny list, because those funny beer reviews, you know, it's worth keeping them up, even the drunk ones, you know, as long as I'm not being too politically insensitive, you know, taking the, you know, saying something too naughty. There have been a few reviews where I really have, what's the word, said some stuff maybe I shouldn't have said, you know, got a bit opinionated, and usually about stuff that's happened to me. The New Year prune juice, yeah, I did both a Facebook one and a live at the same time. God knows how I did it. Or was it live? I don't think it was live. Certainly it was live on Facebook, but I was also on my camera as well. Maybe I need to get one of these camcorders that's a Wi-Fi camcorder. All interesting things. Has it gone off again? Yeah, bloody has as well. Jesus Christ. Good evening, everyone. To the people I've missed coming in. Thirsty ferret into a cherry beer. Oh, bless you. I do apologise for everybody who I've missed coming in. Evening. Right. Oh, balls. That's it. Right. No notifications. YouTube are crap, aren't they? I thought there was quite a few less people on the last chat. I thought sometimes I wonder if it's about the beer as well, because you know, if it's a beer that's not that interesting, I wonder if it's that. But obviously at YouTube, there's an issue sometimes with it. Free beer deliveries. Oh dear. I need to calm down. I've been buying excessively. Yeah. Bad mood cider. Yeah. Oh god, it was horrible. And I'm trying to be positive, but it was absolutely god awful. I mean, I brewed beer 10 times better than that. Must be an English thing. You don't get the notification. Lord's Brewing. I don't think I've ever had a beer from them, to be honest. I need to start doing some home brewing. But what I might do is, if the beer festival's definitely going ahead and it doesn't go tits up, which I don't think it will, once the majority, if you read what's happened in Scotland, yeah, I know, I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. I think it's when I get money, I like to spend it and just buy more beers. Good evening. Yeah, I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. So but what I might do is for the beer festival, going back on that tangent. Good evening. Cheers. Beer sniffer. No, I've never heard of that. It's different, isn't it? Sniffing beers. The only thing I sniff is myself when I'm working. Yeah. Especially if I've had Imperials. You down to your last 20? Shit. That's bad. I'm down to my last 500. I do like Fuller's beers. That's interesting. Again, though, I need to stop myself from buying loads of bloody beers. Black Sheep, Golden Sheep, top. You know, I think I've reviewed it, you know. I think I have. Not my armpits. It's usually the other end. Snack Lifter, yes. Don't know if I've reviewed it, but I've definitely drank it. Asda's got new beers in. About bloody time. It's been they have needed to update their range in a millennia. It's been nearly 2 years since they've had any decent range update. They had a few last year, but nothing major. Fuller's Vintage, yeah. An Imperial, if you can get it. If you're in Nottingham, make sure you let me know. I'll bring my lad down and, yeah, we'll meet up. If you're with your daughter, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while for Asda. It has. It's you walk in and I walk in and I'm looking and think, oh God, so boring. I bet on their CCTV they think this bloke walks in, he looks up and down and he just walks off every time. And I walk off because I'm in disgust. I mean, Tesco's are apparently having some new beers, according to Domo Beers, who I thought was on the pop these days, not the beers. Yeah, these Tesco beers should be interesting. It'll probably be the case that I've got no bloody money at that stage. I mean, I've got some money in PayPal, but I'm trying to keep it. So I'm going to get me hot tub room sorted out. So anyway, oh, I'm actually enjoying this. It's quite nice. Very busy, yeah. Still loads to do. When you're on a job that's not been an area that's not been touched in say 6 or 7 years, wow. Yeah, when you've been on an area that's not been touched for 6 or 7 years, the work is ridiculous. But come the end of it, I'm going to have a fantastic site as long as I kill the mice off first. Be interesting. I mean, my local Sainsburys, they're having a big move around, so unless that's the reason why, but the beer aisle shrunk. We've lost half the beer aisle to pop, which just pees me off. I can't even be done with pop. Yeah, Jennings is Marston's, Jennings, Ringwood, McEwen's, Whichwood. Oh, there's others, all Marston's, and Brains these days, obviously. I think Screech Hour is one of my favourites on tap. No, there's definitely been beers disappear, and the bottle beer range is also like Sainsbury's have done. They've reduced the amount, but made the say I don't know, whatever variety, instead of it being 4 wide, they make it 8 or 10 wide. It's all to stop. It's all to cut down on staff. Oatmeal stout. Yeah, Screech Owl is lovely on tap. Yeah, should ring me neck. Never mind about what sort I'm gonna grow. Well, hopefully asparagus, artichokes, radish, lettuce, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, tomatoes. So yeah, onions, the full range, leeks, if I can get them growing and if I sort out. Yeah, I've got the red card somewhere. It's around. Yeah. Yeah. I'll put it there. Remember where it is then. Yeah, I love asparagus. Yeah. She gives me shit if I do things wrong. So so raspberry on the nose, no surprise there. Raspberry on the taste throughout, really tarty. Good sour beer, 3.8%. Not the strongest of beers, but you know, for me, it's not an introductory sour beer. It's slightly in the stronger section. So if you're into sour, if you're just coming into sour beer market, this wouldn't be the first one I would put you on. But for Sainsburys, you know, can't be a tug. Yeah, you need a tug on the bow. For Sainsburys, it's good that they're actually getting some craft stuff in. They've got some, but it don't stay on it too far. Oh, bloody hell. That certainly hits the spot. So, out of 5 then. I'll end this just about 21 minutes in. Then I can start another review. Hey. Yeah, I've got Raggy the Gardener on Instagram. I'm doing videos on there. I'm just keeping it to one social media. It's basically for me just to remind myself of what I've done and the journey I'm on. Not really to get, but then again, if companies come and give me free seeds and shit, then I'm all good with that. Yeah, it was a likeable raspberry sour. Yeah, not too bad. Not too. You know, if you don't like intense sours, you're all right. But not good. I don't think it's a good introductory sour. It's probably a bit strong for that. But a good addition to the Sainsburys glyphosate these days. Yeah, you're not getting anything more than glyphosate as weed killers. Always best thing to do though, spray early in the year, now, and then spray once a month if you're doing that sort of thing. Yeah, definitely spray glyphosate. You can always up the the amount you're putting in. Yeah, we used to get this stuff called Cazaron G back in the day, 10 years ago, and it was a granular form. You put it down, and it'd last for the whole season. Only problem is it poisons the soil, and they banned it, so you can't get it now. All the super strong stuff is banned. Even creosote, which is ridiculous. Creosote's all right, it's good stuff. Although, if you've got a wooden fence that you don't give a shit about, and the neighbours, get old engine oil, blast that on. If it's on the neighbour's side, say you've a partition fence, paint it with oil. It will never. Roundup is glyphosate, yeah. It's just the chemical name for it. Out of 5 then, for me, about a 4.2 out of 5. It was okay, yeah. I can't remember what I paid for it, around about $3.50, something along them lines. But yeah, a good addition to the Sainsburys craft beer portfolio with their Beer Hawk sponsoring or whatever it is. Yeah, Agent Orange. Yeah, engine oil is brilliant on wood. If you've got a neighbour and they don't, and it's your fence, but that you've put the fence up, blast it with engine oil. It'll never ever rot off, and it'll look shitty for that people next door. But you don't really care, do you? If they're the sort of people who don't paint the fence on their side either, then it stops it from rotting. Job's a good one, as you say. But yeah, 4.1 out of 5. I did say that, didn't I? Anyway. Thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing and liking. And back in about 2 minutes. Quick, another review straight on. See you in a minute. Cheers. Triple reviews every night. Job's a good one.